fall back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. Put the intent on, down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and their inner city rivals, the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yo, son. Mike, he's coming, check in. Man, I got you. Oh, man, 80.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I got you.
Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Man, I got you. Say. Man, ready? You waiting? Ready? Check box 54. You waiting? Hey, I7. Watch twitch. Watch that.
Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Ready, set.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Chopper, chopper.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Say, get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. 80 weapon.
No. Off. Watch the eye. Joker. Check.
Ready.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
15 line.
Tighten up. Slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Jets.
Time. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check back.
Darnold on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Jets' 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. Their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Let's get it together, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Six. Pull it high.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Check. Lucky. Hey, he's coming to you. Motion. Hey, lady.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Here we go, son. 54, and 80. Walk 54, walk 54. Here we go.
That's complete to Slayton. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in. And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. Excellent focus.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 43. Go. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
This is Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Set 30 base. Pilot 64, weak. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Here we go. Hey, Mike. Smooth. 51. Silver. Hey. 51's the mic. You got nothing to do.
Throwing on second and 14. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
Let's go.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Look at me, zipper.
Let's get off the field, D.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. It's complete to Diggs. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Breida, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Ricky. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Ready?
Now Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And an alley to run. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Crunch. 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 Now, lady. Hey, Alpha.
To throw is Darnold. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Switch.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 51's the mic.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Now. Fight.
On 2nd and 9, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
It's got to be a long day. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York.
Not today, Rob. Not today. 36.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go!
Jones now operating from the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. You remember?
Yep.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Is that ready?
General
West.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey.
Ringo. Mike 7. Mike 7.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? but hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Slam. Check. Yo, lady.
They'll run on first down. Combs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Mike, he's coming. Check in. Ready?
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Shift. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 1-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go now. 30 base.
Target.
Go.
Play.
Go.
Mike 7.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
I'm here all day. Showing up, showing up.
On the run, it's Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
You better be afraid of me. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hatchet, hatchet. Switch, switch.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Check 9, check 9. Check safety, check safety.
No!
Again, it's Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Keep it up, guys. Tight dog, tight dog.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Haywood. Go.
I got motion there. Lead.
Get it.
Here's Jones on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, exit. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, All that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Darnold now to throw, and he's able to find Diggs. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st down, Darnold. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Yes, yes. Seven's a mark. Hey, Echo. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jones operating from the gun. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Third and long, it's Darnold. Got a man, Slayton. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go, Sam. 57's the mic. Hey, tight.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced